That's right. The U.S. defense chief is heading to the Middle East looking for more military cooperation in the fight against ISIL. The news comes as the U.S. president tries to reassure a skeptical public about their safety and the world about the success of the U.S.-led military campaign. CCTV's Jessica Stone reports.
It's been more than a year since U.S. President Barack Obama has convened his national security team at the Pentagon. Then, as now, the topic is the fight against ISIL. It's a fight Obama says the U.S. is stepping up from the air.
Last month in November, we dropped more bombs on ISIL targets than any other month since this campaign started.
But with neither the U.S., Russia, nor the Europeans committing combat troops, the anti-ISIL effort still needs more partners on the ground. The U.S. Defense Secretary Ash Carter now heads to the Middle East seeking military cooperation. But the Gulf countries are unlikely to provide ground troops of their own. They've spent months intervening in Yemen's civil war.
I do think that what he's going to be talking to them about is really, supporting and equipping and training the local Syrian forces who are fighting the Islamic State.
The Pentagon says Carter will also make his first trip to Turkey as defense secretary. Obama wants Turkey to firmly seal its borders with Iraq and Syria. Holes along these borders continue to allow ISIL's economy to thrive.
A large portion of the ammonium nitrate fertilizer that's used in their vehicle bombs comes from Turkey. So if you can stop that flow, coming into Syria and Iraq, and if you can stop the flow of antiquities, you can stop the flow of oil going into Turkey that's bringing the Islamic State revenue, you can really harm their government and their economy.
Obama says ISIL has largely been pushed back from almost all of the border region and has lost 40% of the populated areas it used to control in Iraq. But with the San Bernardino, California attack earlier this month, Americans are not just worried about ISIL terror in the Middle East, but the ISIL-inspired terror in their own backyards.